think if you can get ruined by over 1,000 men in a day, like you've got some balls on you. I think that you at least need to do a fight, like put your money where your mouth is. She has that brand. Everybody knows her. Her weigh-ins are iconic. Like she smashes social media, and you know her brand is so strong that it would be perfect to fight her. The only bittersweet thing is that she's ultimately my best friend.
Yeah. Out in Essex, we're in Essex?
East Hertfordshire.
East Hertfordshire. It's a beautiful part of the world with the multi-talented Elle Brooke. Elle, good to see you once again.
And you, nice
You're
to see you.
looking very tanned. Have you been away?
I've been to Thailand actually.
You have, yeah.
I was like really scared at the same time because it's obviously really overhyped, right? And I've seen videos online where it looks like it's the UK Magaluf.
Yeah.
But I went there and I was like, no, it's actually pretty untouched. But maybe I was just going to like the bougie places
Maybe
rather than the
swerve.
backpacker.
Yeah, that could be where. Where did you end up in Thailand?
I went to Koh Samui and then I went to Phuket and then went to Koh Phi Phi, another
cool.
place in Phuket, and then to Chiang Mai in the north. So I did like a 3-week traveling.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that was really cool.
Any crazy stories, or do you keep it low key?
Oh my God, I went to a ping pong show and I was flabbergasted. This woman put something up her nunny and was popping balloons with a dart.
Wow.
I was
firing it.
Yeah, popping them.
Wow.
And then like they get people from the crowd asking you to play ping pong. And I was like, right, okay. I didn't, because you have to pay extra. I was like, I don't want to play ping pong.
Partake.
She shoots the balls out and you bat them, but obviously they go into the crowd. So I'm having to dodge these balls, these ping pong balls, because I don't want them to touch me.
No,
so I think
contamination.
boxing came in handy that way.
Yeah, head movement.
Swerve.
Ducking and weaving. Oh,
I
right.
know.
How long have you been back?
How long have I been back?
Yeah.
Literally a week.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I've got back into the gym, which was tough because I did not train absolutely. I think I went for one run actually. I went for a run. I've not trained, so back into a routine.
Building
and
back.
I've just been living on pad Thai.
Oh yeah. You're
Yeah,
addicted
and
to
like
the Thai
fresh
food
fruit.
now.
Yeah, and the Thai people are really, really nice.
They are lovely, aren't
They
they?
are so-
Yeah,
Have you
very
been?
friendly. Yeah.
Oh, you've been?
My uncle lives in Phuket.
Oh,
so I've been over
see?
to see him a few times.
Here's
yeah.
me being like, I hate Phuket.
No, but it's kind of been a bit taken over Phuket. I think the north of Thailand now is where everyone's going instead. The
Yeah.
hipster vibes. Yeah. So, but what have you been back to? I know you had a fight last year, didn't you, against
Yeah.
Jenny Savage?
Yeah.
Won that.
Yeah.
KSI very, very bigging you up on the commentary. I think he said, what did he say? A boxing masterclass from Elle Brooke. Well, that is nice of him.
I know that is nice of him because I think on that fight, and I'm kind of like an extremely lazy boxer. I think sometimes I need to get out the habit of this. That I knew I'd won rounds 1, 2, and 3. So I don't even need to try. And then obviously I think she won like rounds 4 and 5. I was like, I've won this.
Yeah, you're
Put my
cruising,
legs up.
cruising.
I've been paid.
It's understandable though.
So I think that's just more so than me being lazy. I think that's more like inexperience, that you shouldn't, just because you think you won, don't let it go up to the judges. Like, you know, you can't take your foot off the gas, you can't be lazy. Like, you need to go in there and win every single round, even though you think you've won.
Well, you can't rely on the judges in boxing, to be fair. We've seen there's always some controversial decisions, so maybe it's better to just put your stamp on it, knock them out. You knocked Paige Van Zandt down, didn't you?
I
Put her
know.
down and then just got the draw in the end, which is a controversial decision.
I know. I think that's funny. I love that fight, and
brilliant
it's
fight.
what, February now, and that's almost a year ago, so it's kind of sad now.
Time flies.
I'm like, oh, that was so fun, just like going to Houston. I had my whole team there. Like, it was a whole experience. Like, it was so stressful, and I think I've taken 10 years off my life doing that fight, honestly. Like, it was so
we
stressful.
spoke just before that fight, and you said you weren't drinking, you were living like a monk.
Yeah, I
almost.
know.
And then, yeah, but it paid off.
It did pay off, and to be honest, I think that I've kind of changed my life habits as like a whole now. I think I always thought like, you know, like after a fight, I'm gonna go crazy, I'm gonna drink so much, get so fucked up, and then it comes to the end of a fight, and I'm like, nah, I've outgrown it. That, you know, I'm actually
You did say that was your plan, actually.
no.
Like, I'm gonna go wild, I'm gonna have a wild summer.
I see my friends now and I'm like, no, I'm better than that. Like, I actually think I'm some fucking pedestal. Like, what the fuck is if I wasn't like 14 getting drunk in a park every weekend? You know what I mean? Like,
maybe you have gone full circle now.
I have. Now I'm like boxing, life and fitness, but I've lacking on the fitness part. But I'm kind of trying to eat healthy.
Give yourself a day off every now and then.
Yeah, I had a Domino's pizza last night.
Really?
Actually, Pizza Hut.
Yeah, no dominoes.
No dominoes.
Okay,
No.
fair enough. We saw Ebony Bridges was at ringside as well.
Yes.
Talking up potential future fight between you guys, but I don't know how you feel about that.
Could you imagine? Do you like? I think there's, you know, when you look at women to fight, like Paige was perfect because not only was she skilled, she had that brand behind her. She had all those fans and like so many people that are invested in her. But when you look at other people, there are so many amazing, brilliant, you know, female world champions that nobody's heard of. Well, you know, like such a small amount because they're just not big on social media. They don't get the views. It's unlike men's boxing. There's a lot less eyes on it.
Yeah.
Whereas like Ebony is perfect because she has that brand. Everybody knows her. Her weigh-ins are iconic. Like she smashes social media and, you know, her brand is so strong that it would be perfect to fight her. The only bittersweet thing is that she's ultimately my best friend.
Yeah.
But I think that we are close enough that it wouldn't affect our friendship.
You don't think so?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so.
Yeah.
We can kiss after. We'd probably kiss in the weigh-in anyway, you know.
Yeah, I think you're right though. That would smash it. You and Ebony Bridges. That's what the people want.
I know, because we're both known for our weigh-ins, so there's just so many questions. You know, it'll be like a weigh-off, face-off,
Yeah.
fight-off. You know, it's
No one will be getting slapped with an egg in the ear though. Hopefully.
Could you imagine? I just thought that would have really hurt.
Yeah.
So the iconic would have, if it was boiled, that would have hurt.
Hard-boiled egg. You
That would
reckon?
have been funny, I think.
Yeah.
Imagine.
I think the fact
Solid.
it was just dripping down his face though, it was kind of more humiliating, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, all the rest of them were like being held back on stage,
Yeah.
and then you just kind of got off a bit unscathed.
Yeah, who are you, Chris Eubank?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think Conor Ben's just going to take his revenge in the ring though.
I think so. I think he's just very, very, very hot-headed.
Yeah, it's got a lot of testosterone flowing around. Hopefully, all legit.
Too many eggs.
Not too many. We'll see. In terms of like boxers, legends from the past and the present, if you could choose one to train you maybe for like your next fight or future fight, is there anyone
my
that springs to
God.
mind?
Do you know what? I want to fight like a Mexican. Like, I love the viciousness of a Mexican, and obviously I'm short, so I think, you know, going for the body and the head, mixing it up, like going forward. I'm not afraid to be punched. Like, even though I shouldn't really get punched, and I need to be a bit more slick and smooth with it. Like, I feel like a Mexican style would be perfect. So,
Canelo,
I don't know.
someone like
Yeah,
Canelo,
someone
yeah.
like Canelo. Don't know if I like De La Hoya, it'd piss me off. I'd be like, fuck off. You know?
Yeah. You said people are kind of sliding in your DMs asking to be punched by you sometimes.
Yeah,
I
I
saw you say
know.
that.
You know, like, you've obviously been to my house. I can just make a boxing ring dungeon
That's good.
down there.
Okay.
And then just beat men up. The thing is, they asked me to do it. I think that's so strange. But then I think, is that crossing the line in terms of like am I going to get sued for that one day?
Well, I don't like Vince McMahon. I don't know.
There's going to be like a contract like this as soon as they come in.
As long as they sign their rights away, I don't think they could sue you, but I'm no legal professional, so don't take
Look
my
into the
advice. Bonnie Blue, I think is someone that you know already. I'm not sure how well you know her.
No, of her. We're not acquainted, like
No,
friends.
not too acquainted.
Yeah.
I think she was using your name to build a bit of hype, saying she does want to fight you in the future.
Yeah.
Is that a fight you'd entertain?
Do you imagine? Like, I wonder who's more hated and like who would get like the fans' opinion. Like, would people be like, yes, Elle, like
Yeah, I
big
think
body
you'd be
blew
the
up.
fan favourite.
I think if you can get ruined by over 1,000 men in a day, like, you've got some balls on you. And I think that you at least need to do a fight, like, put your money where your mouth is, if you want to do absolutely anything that you say. So we'll see. I don't know whether she'll go into boxing. I don't think she needs to. I see somewhere where she said that she made 1.4 million in a month.
No way.
Like, babe, you don't need to box. Like, keep your face intact. You're a pretty girl. I mean, other parts of you getting ruined, but babe, keep that face.
She might be exaggerating though, maybe with the 1.4 million, but she did say she's been contacted by Misfits apparently. So
Oh, really?
Maybe there is a potential on the cards. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah.
And she also reckons Tyson Fury's coach has been offering to train her. Is that Sugar
Really?
Hill?
What, Sugar Hill?
Yeah, Sugar Hill
Yeah.
Stewart, I think. Yeah.
I mean,
In her DMs, maybe he was offering.
maybe he's like,
more.
I want to be 1,058.
It's possible. I think there might be an element of that. Do you think it would be possible for a guy to do the reverse? Sleep with 1,000 women in a day?
No, because it's so normalised for men to be promiscuous. Like, it would be like, okay, high five, boom.
Yeah, but 1,000.
but
That was
I don't
surely not
think-
physically possible, is it?
But I don't know if it's actually
There's
true or not.
Viagra out there.
Yeah, I think you wouldn't be able to finish every single time.
No way.
But I just, like, I don't think you'd be able to find 1,000 women willing to participate, but you'd easily find 1,000
Yeah,
men. And that just speaks volumes about gender differences.
That is
isn't
the
it?
difference, isn't it? Lily Phillips also getting involved now. I think someone said that she was, well, no, Bonnie Blue's pregnant, I think, but then Lily Phillips did a fake
I think they both
pregnancy
have
stunt.
done it, haven't they?
Yeah, so I don't know what's going on
I
with
think
that.
they are just, so smart at being able to get views and are willing to do the absolute most to get people's attention, and it's doing well. And obviously some people might not agree with it, but they're getting rich and that's all they want. They're going to be happy.
They kind of followed on from the momentum that you built. Kind of, do you feel like they're following in your footsteps to an extent, or
I don't know. I think that we are so completely different. I mean,
Yeah.
I started the industry before them, but I think they're on their own path and they're smashing it.
On their
I
own
don't know if
kind
I
of-
ever want to be compete with them.
Well, that's
they're on
it.
their own field.
They've made it into a competitive kind of
Yeah.
industry now, which is, I never saw that coming, but
And
fair play to them.
It's just like the shocking factor of it, right? Like
Yeah.
willing to do the most that people are so gobsmacked. But where do you go from here? Yeah, how do you top that? I know that Lily has obviously spoke about doing the bumhole stuff, but I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I'm here to enjoy the ride. I'm impressed with these women coming up with these ideas about the extremities that they're willing to go through. I'm like, go get it.
More power to them, girl power. Yeah. Let's see where
Feminism.
it goes. I suppose so. But in terms of, we mentioned Conor Benn and Chris Eubank Jr. there. Are you going to go to the fight? Who do you think's going to win? What is it? One that's hyping you up?
Do you know what? I don't know. I'm drawn to Eubank as a personality because I really like him and I really enjoyed the beefy fights. But yeah, no, I don't know about Conor Benn.
You don't think he's going to come out the victor in that one, or do you?
It's
a tough one to call, isn't it? Really, because they're both kind of untested at that weight.
Do you know what? I kind of hope Eubank wins because of the comical factor that he's put into it. Like the egg was funny. Like he's getting a rise out of Ben, and if he can get him so emotional and so angry that he performs worse, then that could be a tactic within
That's
itself.
definitely what he's using. Like the mind games, it does seem to be working early doors. He's still got like nearly 2 months till the fight as well. So
I was like, are they fighting this weekend?
no, it's April 28th, I think. So yeah. Well, ages away. And Tyson Fury's retired again. So he says.
Emphasis on
But
again.
then do you think it's just a tactic for him to kind of maximise his value if Turkey Al-Sheikh comes back and says, look, Anthony Joshua wants to fight you.
Yeah.
Come out of retirement.
I mean,
would he do it?
These guys have made so much money, isn't it? That with his wealth and his fortune, he probably can't even spend anyway. So why would you put? Why would you put your life on that? What for another 100 million? I've money with. I do it for 20 quid. You know what I mean? I don't know why I'm saying that.
Loving the risks.
I mean, he's got a big family. They probably are expensive.
Yeah, that's it as well. Maybe we'll go and do another series of At Home with the Furies.
I never watched it.
Oh, you need to
I've
watch
seen
it.
clips of it,
Yeah,
and I
good
think
value.
that Paris comes across really well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've not watched it. Maybe I need to.
Okay. Should we talk about Man City briefly? Hasn't been a great
Should we
season
not?
for them.
Jesus Christ.
Let's just go into
Isn't it funny that our awful was like fourth?
Yeah, it's true.
God, they're doing so
Set the
awful.
standard so high. No Champions League anymore, though, unfortunately. What about Phil Foden? He's got his girlfriend pregnant for the fourth time. Fourth time. At the age of 24. Is he the horniest footballer in the world?
Yeah, I know. But I think, if you actually look at it, though, in terms of values, it is quite cute. They're childhood sweethearts.
Yeah.
He's obviously loaded. She just stays at home, looks after the kids or whatever. I mean, it's probably a bit more complex than that. But in terms of a nuclear family, hats off to you. That's great values.
He's earning enough money to be able to give him a good lifestyle.
Yeah,
Maybe he's going to go for 10 or 11.
He probably wants his own squad.
Yeah, that's it.
He's probably going to go for 11.
Yeah. Kyle Walker, he's in trouble again, I think. He's moved out to Italy, isn't he? He's playing
I know
in Italy
he's
now.
gone. I mean, he's getting old, isn't he?
He is
so
a
I
little
think
bit.
that's ultimately where it's gone. So we've shipped him off.
Yeah. It's a bit the way it's kind of his drama is played out in public though, because his wife is livid with his mistress's latest stunt, I read, and he thinks that she wants to destroy her. So it's all.
Yeah, but there's all that Lauren stuff, isn't there?
Yeah,
There's so
Lauren Goodman,
he loves drama. He just can't help it. He's a normal, typical footballer that's like, oh my God, women.
Yeah.
I know, listen, I guess it's a better distraction than going out partying, I don't know, but I hope he's got some prenups.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would work.
Paying out a lot of child maintenance.
Yeah, isn't your child maintenance like a percentage of your earnings?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Like,
right. So
that baby is not mine. That's why it'd be like, just run for the hills.
Yeah. I think last time we spoke, Dylan Dennis was kind of a hot topic at that point in time. Now he's going to be fighting KSI on the Misfits card.
Soon. I can't remember when that card is, but I think it's a few weeks, right?
March 29th in Manchester.
Yeah, month.
Unfinished Business, it's been titled. Because
Yeah.
they were supposed to fight ages ago, weren't they, I think? And then Dylan Dennis got injured.
Oh, but I know that obviously he fought Logan, but I can't remember what happened with him.
Yeah.
But you know what? Dylan Dennis is just a master at being able to sell a fight. So I can understand. And KSI's been out of the ring for a while. What, it's been well over a year.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Yeah, maybe like a year and a half. Like, he's not fought in a long time, so it's a good warm-up fight. I know that KSI would always want to test himself and, you know, take these harder fights that people genuinely want to see.
Yeah.
So maybe this one is a bit of a cop-out in terms of like ability, but it's going to sell tickets and people are going to be really, really interested.
For sure. We remember Dylan Dennis was trolling Paige Van Zandt brutally before your fight. But he hasn't seemed to kind of go into overdrive with KSI on the trolling front, really.
Do you think this is because of the Logan Paul suit? Like, isn't he being sued by Logan Paul?
That's right.
Is it Nina, I think her name is?
Yes.
So I think he's probably learned his lesson
He's
here.
had to tone it
And I think
down.
it's hard, isn't it? Because KSI's girlfriend's really secret. I don't think he's ever posted a picture of her face.
Okay.
Like, she's very behind the scenes. So like, how would you attack him?
I saw they did kind of have a go at each other's mums, which was quite low.
Yeah, I
Bringing
know.
people's mums into play as a bit peak.
I know.
But Harley Ben, Conor Benn's half brother, is on the
I
card
know,
as
he's
well.
been in the gym.
Oh, has he? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him. So he's been up the gym. He's been sparring. Who's he fighting? I can't
He's
remember.
fighting Joe Laws.
Oh, Oh, no, because I like them both. I really like Joe Laws.
Tough one.
And I think Joe Laws beat the Hennessy, didn't he, in York Hall? And obviously that was a really shocking fight, and he was the underdog for that fight. So I had a soft spot for him anyway, but to see how much that fight meant to him, like, it's just really endearing.
Sorry, I just got distracted there. What else have we got on the card? Darren Till. He's on the card. Yeah. Slightly mad scouser. We all love Darren Till. I've chatted to him a couple of times, but yeah, he always brings some mayhem.
Yeah, he called me a meatball once on Twitter. As an insult. I can't remember what he said, but then he was like, call me a meatball. So I was like, I don't know how to reply to that. Like, you've won. You've won the Twitter argument. I can't top that. I'll let you have that one. But yeah, no, his last fight like smashed the numbers for Misfits. I think it was the most viewed non-PPV card.
Really?
So no wonder they've got him back so quickly.
Yeah.
And he's obviously trained by a really good team. Is it the Rotunda, isn't it? Yeah. The Rotunda. So he's got such a great team. He's even got Beefy in his... Was he in his corner? Yeah. He was in his corner. You know, there's such good boxers coming out of there. And I think, like, I've been up to that gym because I did content with Beefy before, like a YouTube video where he trained me. And, like, I think I can't remember if he was there, but he's been training boxing, I think solely boxing for a very long time. And you can see that he's skilled. Yeah. Like, I think people obviously thought, oh, you know, MMA fighter, he's not going to be that great in the ring. But he ultimately destroyed Anthony Taylor, and I hate saying that because I love him so much. Yeah. But, you know, Anthony Taylor is tough. I know arguably he's only really fought influencers, and Darren is massive. He was huge in that ring as well. But he is really tough, and, you know, seeing how he broke Anthony Taylor down is like, dang.
Really impressive, yeah, because he was supposed to fight Tommy Fury before, wasn't he? But then
Tommy
no
wonder he dropped out.
Yeah, well, maybe that's why. But he blamed it on the threats to kick him in the head. He said, if I'm losing the fight, I'll just kick Tommy Fury in the head. Yeah. And then Tommy Fury pulled out. So.
But Tommy Fury's also like a pretty big guy. But then I think I want to see Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury again.
A rematch, yeah.
Because that's unfinished business.
Yes, indeed, because that decision was kind of controversial at the time, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So,
I think that...
You think Jake Paul's moving on, though, bigger fish to fry, or...?
Yeah, well, I don't know. What made him think, I want to fight Canelo? Like, I wonder if Canelo would have thought, okay, these fans have paid a lot of money to be here. People have paid the PPV. Let's try and give them a few minutes. Maybe, you know, like, let's warm it up or whatever, because he could probably, you know, you can flatten him in like seconds, you know what I mean? Or whether, like, would he play with his food like a cat and a mouse? You know, like, play with his dinner?
That's it. Jake Paul would literally be running around the ring trying to get away. But, yeah, I think he's just, I mean, maybe the ego's just taken over with Jake Paul at this point.
But I think that's what's so brilliant about boxers, isn't it? Because like, you know, they like, you need people like that have an ego, that they can never be beaten, because they're the ones that take the hard fights.
Very true, yeah.
And the stupid ones that take the entertaining fights. So I'm all
Yeah, you've got to have self-belief as a boxer, can't you? You can't go in that ring thinking you're going to lose, because then you
Exactly.
will lose. Yeah. So what about yourself though? For the rest of 2025, we're only in March now, aren't we? So
Yeah.
what are your plans? What's in the pipeline?
I'm just kind of seeing what I want to do with my life. I think that I'm kind of, you know, like I'm kind of growing up a little bit as well. So I'm kind of like, I don't really know what to do. I've obviously bought my house.
Yeah,
And there was
bought
always
the
like
house.
an ultimate goal of mine.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Now I'm like, what do I actually want to do? Like I'm to and fro in terms of, you know, my career as a boxer. And like, I've never really had a set goal. My set goal has always been win that fight. Whereas I think I really need to kind of think about, you know, like the smaller wins, like maybe like some other belts, or, you know, a certain opponent that I can build up to. Because right now I think winning fight by fight, one by one, like obviously that's really good, but it's not fulfilling a certain need within inside of me that I need, you know, like benchmarks. So we'll see. I think obviously, like I was meant to fight Paige, and that was always like a great rematch to build up to. Whereas now, like the opponents, it's just, you know, like BKFC girls, or, you know, it's not as exciting. So we'll see. Like, you know, I'm staying fit and healthy. So if I get rang up tomorrow and we need you to fight, I'm like, okay, at least give me 6 weeks. Give me 6 weeks. That's the minimum, 6 weeks.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
But you know, I will fight anyone. You know, so we'll see.
You got more travelling. I suppose you got the world's your oyster, really. You've just been travelling. You can live a pretty good life.
Worst part is, I went travelling and I was like, there's a life outside boxing. Oh my God, I never knew this. Like, I clearly did, because I didn't start till I was later anyway, but it makes you miss it. But at the same time, when you go back to something, it makes you miss it as well. Because I think I was falling out of love with boxing because I was doing it so much and I had so much pressure on me. I was like, I'm not enjoying this.
Right.
Like,
it's good to take a break from things sometimes,
Exactly.
Did you go to any Muay Thai events out in Thailand?
I
Thai
did.
kickboxing? Yeah.
But I never practiced it. I should have really gone and at least tried kicking something.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
It's pretty brutal, the Muay Thai world, isn't it? They don't mess around.
I don't want to be. Is it? Yeah, elbowed in the head.
Elbows
knees.
as well.
You get a lot of cuts and stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do some like MMA or something.
Yeah. Why not? I'm sure you'd be just as talented as you are at boxing.
But maybe not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know how it works as like being a shorter fighter, but then I guess Zhang Weili is like, she's pretty small and she's the best ever.
That's true. Yeah. Well, let's see what happens. But good start to the year, and more power to you. And let's see where it goes from here. Elle Brooke, been amazing once again. Thank you so much.
Thank you.